You ready? All right. From Nashville Christian in beautiful Bellevue, Tennessee, this is Mike McPherson along with Chandler Clark bringing you the live stream of a football game between Nashville Christian and Goodpasture. And looks like it's going to be a warm night again, Chandler.
Yes, absolutely, Mike. Eagles coming off a great win in week 1 here at home against FRA, taking care of business 45-21.
Right.
And our visitors today, Goodpasture, are also 1-0. So should be a good contest today, Mike. Looking forward to it.
It was a great game, and down below, our captains are getting ready to go onto the field, and hope our cameraman can pick that up. And we'll be having the coin toss, and Goodpasture had a big win last week also, a 29-28 win down in Jackson. So the Eagles are massed to rush. At the same time, our captains will be making their way to the middle of the field.
Captains for the Eagles, number 1, Tyler Morris, number 2, Josh Strickland, number 5, Hunt McClary, and number 8, Nate Hamilton.
And they'll be making their way to the midfield in a moment. We've got a humid night. Goodpasture's brought a good crowd across the way, and people are still coming into the stadium as the team comes to the end of the field. Goodpasture's in mass rush, ready to go to the right. So we're still have a delay. We're waiting for the coin toss. So the captains are making their way to midfield. We hope our cameraman can pan over there. We've got kids learning here how to do the camera, so they'll be on CBS one day, but they're training here. There we go. And so they'll be making their way toward each other to shake hands, and kicking off with the sun has not set yet, so it's still pretty scorcher out there today. If you're watching this years down the road, our kickoff at temperature, well, it was above.
I've got about high 80s.
It feels like high 90s. There's the coin toss. The officials taking quite a bit of time talking to the captains. Goodpasture's brought a nice little cheering section over there on the opposite side.
Looks like it's tropical night in the student section
Yes.
in Goodpasture, and it's Jersey night here
All right.
in the Eagles student section.
So the kids down below us, they've got some horns, and
We got the Celtics, we got Oregon Ducks, the Toon Squad, some good jerseys.
well, this is a long discussion. I've never seen one this long. They're out there exchanging cell numbers and addresses here, so they're just now getting to the
I
toss.
thought the coin maybe landed on its side, and they couldn't.
It's taken a
decide
while.
what to
It's
do.
just now going up. And we'll see who receives. We've won the toss. We will defer to the second half. And so Goodpasture, of course, will receive because they know we'll receive at the second half. So our kids will be moving right to left as you listen. The Goodpasture Cougars, both teams coming in 1-0. And we're going to have our prayer and anthem at this time. So we'll briefly break away so we can hear that. A stirring rendition of our anthem by new faculty member and music teacher Blake Malden. Great job, Blake. And so our team masses to rush from the left. Goodpasture with their cheerleaders and their flags back to the right. And both these teams, I know, are excited about playing each other. Last year, Goodpasture, I think most of our side would call it an upset, but they beat us 16-12. So we'd love a payback tonight.
Absolutely.
So they're gathered in mass. We've got our team ready to come through the sign there. We are glad to have you viewing. And ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are in Bellevue and around the world, it's football time at Nashville Christian.
Love the dramatic pause, Mike. Let's play some football.
It is time. The heat has not deterred the enthusiasm of the crowd or the fans. Hopefully it'll cool us off. If you're listening and watching live, you are probably in a nice, cool environment. The outdoor temperature in the upper 80s. Inside our press box here, it's about 124 as we measure that.
A brisk 124.
Now, Derek Shoecraft and his crew doing the PA in the middle, it's about 60 degrees over there, so we had to loan them some sweaters. It's like an ice box over there. It feels so good.
Central air over there in the middle, not so much on the right and the left sides.
And they will not open up the door to help cool us either. They're going to stay cool. Okay, so we're ready to tee it up. And who's going to be kicking for us? It's going to be the sophomore again. His first year, Wyatt Martin. And Martin's Barbecue. I guess we could do a plug for them.
The soccer player turned kicker.
That's right. I do still feel responsible for getting Wyatt out on the field, playing outside, just goofing around, and saw him kick and said, you gotta talk to Coach Brothers, and here we are. So I got to take credit. Here we go, the opening kickoff. Oh, he hits it nicely. He's going to drive it inside the 10 to the 7. Goodpasture to the 15 to the 20. We gave up 2 touchdowns last week on the opening kickoffs, but not this week. Jamal King bringing down Josh Williams. All right. We'll try to set that defense for you. Cross that front 4. And they move around a little bit. It'll be number 71, senior Aiden Humes. Number 79, senior Richmond Flowers. Number 66, junior Kevin Bradley. And number 6, junior Gene Beck. Donovan Smith over here on one corner. And I believe
Nate Hamilton
on the other. We'll set some of the other players for you in a second. And the ball up the middle, and he's going to get maybe a yard, and that's just about it. Good attack there from the right side of our defense, and senior linebacker Logan Page, who returned one for 50 last week on a pick six.
Yes, sir.
So it is 2nd and 10, no gain. We just started action. Goodpasture is going to fake, and the quarterback is going to keep, and he's only going to get about a yard and a half. And again, good penetration there. Nashville Christian penetrating there again, and Logan Page is 2 for 2 on tackles. Tyler Morris is at your deep safety. And they bring 3 out here, slotted to the right, 1 receiver to the left. They're going back to pass. Across the middle, that pass is complete, but not for much. Is that Logan Page with the 3rd tackle out of 3 plays?
3 for 3, Mike.
It is.
He's been all over the field so far.
At this point, he's the MVP of the defense. And they are going to have to punt. The pickup makes it about 4th and 5. And back deep for Nashville Christian.
We've got number 9, Donovan Smith.
Donovan there. Here's the kick by the left footer. It's going to hit at the 30, take a bounce. He's going to pick it up. He's got a gap, 35, 40. He's got a blocker out there, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. He's got another wall, 25, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, 70 yards. Donovan Smith. What a wall. He found the seam, caught that ball running downhill, and what a way to open.
Mike, I don't think the Cougars were ready for Donovan to pick that up off the second bounce. And there was nobody on the left sideline ready for him. Great blocking downfield. Macy Crampton now up for the extra point.
And the ball is down. That kick is up. That kick is good. There's timeout on the field as Lightning strikes quickly. 9:58 to go. First quarter. Nashville Christian 7. Goodpasture nothing. We're ready to resume play. Wyatt Martin with 2 kickoffs here within a minute. We don't have our graphics down at the bottom of the screen, so we hate that. So we'll repeat the score and time a little more repetitively than normal. 7-0. You've just joined us. We just returned a punt 70 yards. Wyatt, another good kick, this time inside the 5. And they'll try to find a seam, and it closes up with a smacking hit by Josh Strickland. My goodness. Hard to believe he got up after that one. Wyatt Martin is knocking it home, and what a hit. And he's a little bit shook up.
Yeah, he's pacing himself, getting back out there. That's Josh Williams.
Josh Williams, good athlete, and boy, he had a seam for a second, and Strickland closed it and sewed it up.
I'm sure after last week giving up 2 kickoff returns, Coach Brothers made sure there was plenty of work done for the special teams, learning how to close those lanes.
And we have closed them both here.
Slammed it shut on that last one, actually.
Twice. So Goodpasture, a little bit of the air taken out of their tank there. And great beginning for Nashville Christian. They don't like that 16-12 loss from last year at all. So developed good rivalries with this school, a great school. Quarterback is going to option. He will keep, and he's hammered at the line of scrimmage. Hitting him first is Cam Carden. It's going to be 2nd and nothing. Gained there, and 10 yards to go for the first.
It's nice to see somebody other than Logan Page contributing on the defense. So.
Well, they went away from him. They came to the this side of the field, and
that was good.
Logan was over there dominating over there. I've got to say this, my dad played for Antioch back in the late 1800s, of course. And he got in the paper for getting in on every tackle came to his side. So maybe Logan will get the same press. Back to pass, Goodpasture. He's flushed out of the pocket. He'll have to put it down. He's got a little running room, 30, 35, steps out of ground, out of bounds at the 40. And there was a side block there that Goodpasture freed him. And I tell you, whenever we do that block, it seems to be a clip in the back. But Goodpasture, I think he got around and made it clean there. But they get a first down out to the 40. Got to get to midfield for the first. The clock at 9:05 is frozen for a moment with the out-of-bounds play. So we've got number 2, Josh Strickland in there at the middle linebacker. Cam Carden, left linebacker. Senior Logan Page, the right. Jamal King. And we'll set some other guys for you here in a moment. Here's a jet sweep to the right. Nothing there but about a yard.
Number 4 is back on the field after that that nasty hit from Strickland on the kickoff return.
All right.
So that's good to see.
Gene Beck from right tackle and moved all the way over here. Let's see some other guys there in the background. Again, Donovan Smith on the corner over here. Junior Nate Hamilton over on the other side. Jaden Potts also out there covering receivers, and they will roll to the left to throw. Looking, waiting, nothing there, lobs it out there. He'll just throw it out of bounds. Good coverage there by Nashville Christian. That's going to make it 3rd down and 9. And Lucas Klein has also come in. All right, 3rd and a good 9 here to go. Passing situation. Luke Page now in to help guard over there. Receivers back to pass, Goodpasture. He'll run, and there's nothing there at all. He's sacked. Gene Beck is there to force another punt, and the crowd are showing its appreciation for this defense. They have come to play so far, and I think they may have Goodpasture back on their heels a little bit.
Haven't given up a first down yet. I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Eagles defense.
So we got Donovan Smith back there with Josh Strickland. Excuse me. Who's back there with in this? Jalen Marsh. And Jalen's going to get the 29, 30, 35. And what, did he lose the ball? Did Goodpasture rip it away? I think he got it. What are they going to call?
They haven't decided yet.
They haven't. The Goodpasture kid, I don't know if he was down or not, and we don't have a review. Goodpasture is saying they've got it, and they do.
Yeah.
They pulled it out of his hands before he was down. I have a feeling Coach Brothers will question this one.
It almost happened.
Yeah.
I blinked, and he was stripped, and then number 10 rolled over it, and he had possession. So
it was close, and of course we don't have the reviewable option here. And Blessing, you got a flag over on the far side. All the officials are gathered for a conference, and they'll talk to Coach Brothers and to Coach Kuykendall. And what we got, Chandler? Any word yet? Here we go. Sideline warning against Goodpasture. I thought that might have been what the flag was over there, as they celebrated probably a little too.
Possession staying, though, with the Cougars,
Yeah.
so that is a turnover for the Eagles. Jalen Marsh.
They're at the 38. Pass across the middle, incomplete. They want a pass interference. Pass intended for Octavius Henderson, incomplete. And good coverage that time by Donovan Smith. And I'm not seeing a number 2 for Goodpasture, and he's the quarterback. And high school rosters are often not updated regularly, and he's the quarterback. I don't know what happened there.
So sorry to our Cougar fans that are tuning in to rep your team. If somebody's watching and would like to put in the live chat,
Yes.
what number 2 your quarterback's last name is, we'd be happy to use that throughout the stream.
That'd be great. We got a 4-man rush, and they're coming. Flare out here to the left side, complete. They're going to hem him in. I thought they had a hold on the corner, but nothing there. How many times have I seen that called on us? But we do hold him to about a 1-yard gain, Chandler Clark. And so Gene Beck with a nice defensive play there. Runs him out of bounds at 7:54 of the first quarter.
Coach King and I both had our arms stretched out wondering where the hold on number 84 was on that tight end over there. But they get away with it, and it's 3rd and 10.
3rd and a long 10, closer to 11. Back to pass, and there's a whistle. Was there a flag? Yes. False start. That's going to make it 3rd and closer to 16 than 15. So a big passing down coming up. Nashville Christian. dominating so far, but we're expecting a close, tough contest throughout. Last week, we gave up 2 kickoffs back-to-back, and then we bowed up the rest of the way. We've started out bowing here up nicely. Let's see what happens on 3rd and 16. Goodpasture back to pass. He's flushed out of the pocket. He's in trouble. Breaks away nicely. Fumbles that football. It is picked up by Nashville Christian Cam Carden. And we have got first down yardage at that point. Crowd showing their enthusiasm. And we get the ball right exactly nosed on the 50. So it's first down and 50 to go for a touchdown. Senior Tyler Morris last week, his stats were pretty good.
9 for 13, about 133 yards, a touchdown in the air and on the ground, about 50 yards running. So he had himself a day last week.
Donovan Smith out here wide to the left. Back in the backfield, Tyler Morris back to pass. Little flare pass out here to the right. It is complete. Deion King gets good running yardage as he's going to carry for at least 5 or 6 yards. They're going to, why don't they blow the whistle? They threw him back 6 yards, stopping the momentum, but he actually, he got a little over 5 and forward progress.
I think that's payback for the lick on the kickoffs.
May have been.
So maybe we must be even now.
So good run there after the flare pass, and the ball exactly on the 45, so he picked up exactly 5 yards. The clock ticking, 7:07 first quarter. Deion King back there with Tyler Morris. Lights on here at Eagle Field as dusk sets in. And now they've stepped in to delay the snap for a moment. Jaden Satterfield's put out here to the left. And a little game show music playing in the background.
Where is Ken Jennings?
We've got senior Daniel Duncan as our snapper, Richmond Flowers and Lucas Klein at the guards, Alex Humphrey and Devin Ray at the tackles, but actually got a big Jacob Bases in there right now at the left tackle. So we'll double check those. Deion King back there again. Tyler Morris, 2nd and 5. First quarter action, we lead 7-0. And in motion to the right, Tyler gets a low snap, keeps it. Carries forward for 3, 4, 5 yards and a first. Good carry. Nice job.
Mike, I believe that's the first down of the game.
I believe so.
For either team.
James Warnbrood coming in. So Nashville Christian to the line, 1st and 10 at the 40. The Eagles lead 7-0 over the Cougars, 6:38 the clock running. Deion King back there. He's going to get the ball. Tries to go for right tackle. He's hit, breaks away, and his forward progress will probably net him too. And the tacklers led up on the whistle nicely, obeying the officials. And it'll be a short gain. Ball to the 38. So a pickup of about 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. Clock at 6:12 of the first quarter. We lead 7-0 at Goodpasture at Nashville Christian as we are driving into Goodpasture territory. See what Tyler dials up. And he's back to pass, looking. He's throwing the bomb way downfield. That pass is complete for 6. Touchdown, Jaden Satterfield. A perfect aerial. He broke away, and it seemed like he had forever just to wait on a perfectly thrown aerial by Tyler Morris, and Tyler is putting up incredible numbers.
Mike, I wish you could have seen the beautiful move Jaden put on the cornerback. Came into the right and jutted out to the left to the corner. It was a beautiful double move. The cornerback had no chance to stay with him.
Macy Crampton, did she go 2 for 2? Give her 3. The Eagles, 14. Cougars, nothing. 5:52 to go. Back in a moment.
the kick. Personal foul against the Eagles. Correction. Pointing the other way, it's against the Cougars.
Back at Eagle Field, Nashville Christian will be the beneficiary of a 15-yard penalty. Was that a late hit on the Cougars on the extra point?
Unfortunately, I missed what the call was, but they are significantly up on the kickoff. Wyatt might be able to get this one into the end zone.
Yeah, this is I wished here that they allowed you got 1 point if you kicked it through the uprights. I've always thought that'd be a great rule to add on.
Incentivize the kickers who got the leg.
Exactly. But, yeah, we're not going to risk a return. He's going to knock this and probably hit the back door of my classroom up there at the school. He may lay this one into the parking lot. White tees it up from their 45.
The kicker's dream right here.
He approaches it. And not as deep, but again, another rule they got to change is when you catch it in the end zone, you can't bring it out in high school. Just a bizarre rule.
I wish that was changed.
That one and the pass interference rule, which is 15 yards, no matter if you threw a 90-yard pass and there was pass interference, you only get 15. So we're going to take a brief timeout. With timeout and 5:52 remaining on the clock at Keaton Field. Nashville Christian 14, Goodpasture, zilch.
Family picnic, the 50th birthday bash has been rescheduled for September the 17th from 4 p.m. until kickoff.
All right, we're ready to resume play on a hot, muggy night in Nashville Christian, Bellevue, Tennessee. We lead 14-0. Goodpasture really on their heels. We're still 5:52 of the first quarter. And here's the ball up the middle. He's going to get good running yardage.
Number 20, Logan Page on the stop.
Again.
Looks like number 15, Jerron Elkins with the carry for the Cougars.
We got Klein in there, along with Kevin Bradley. Gene Beck is, let's see, over here on the left, Aiden Humes. And I'll get the other one here in a moment. Kevin Bradley and Aiden Humes on this left side over here. And got Klein and Beck over there on the other side, I believe. Got a 5-yard penalty.
Delay of game.
Delay of game. We'll push it back. Second and a long 5, actually closer to 6. Goodpasture will throw down across the middle, complete. He's hammered, but boy, he held on to it. Tyler Morris hit him, and then he must have had some words afterwards. Are they going to? They may be calling. A targeting hit, which is he led with his shoulder.
He's
I
a
thought.
little high as well. He's hit him up near his neck, top of his chest.
Yeah, let's see what they call here. They're going to come over and explain to Coach Brothers, and it is it's a personal foul, a targeting. And I hope he just has to set out one play. That's not an ejection, is it?
No, I don't believe so, Mike.
In college, it's 2, right?
I think they would have verbalized that if he was ejected out of the game. Octavius Henderson there, taking the hit but keeping the ball.
Yeah, good catch and reception and holding onto it and avoiding a fumble. Now Goodpasture with some life at our 49. Now let's see if we can bow up. Tyler with a tough break there. Quarterback's going to keep it. Nothing there. He is swallowed up, first of all, by Kevin Bradley, who is hungry for some supper, and he broke through and threw him for a yard loss. It's 2nd and 11. We've still got 4:32 of this first quarter to go. On a clear, really a pretty night, the scenery, but it is a little hot. Kids trying to stay hydrated on both sides. Ball to the right. Oh, good running room. 40, 35, plowing, churning.
Wow.
And diving to the 30. Great run that time. And again, we don't have a complete roster. We are apologetic to our friends at Goodpasture if you're watching this later. Our roster here that we just ran off today from the athletic website needs to be updated. So sorry, we're just having to say the Cougars ran it. The Cougars are running it again. 25-20. Great job down to the 16-yard line. And Logan Page in on the stop. Again, we don't have the name of that carrier, and Goodpasture is knocking at the door, hammering that thing down to 16, going without a huddle. They're going to go to him again. This time we are waiting and throw him down at about the 15-yard line. 3:31 to go. Richmond Flowers with the stop. 3:23 to go.
And 3 straight run plays to number 22. So it looks like maybe they'll try to change things up.
So they're going without the huddle. 2nd down here. Crowd very vocal down below. 15-yard line, 2nd and 10. They're going to go up the middle again. He's got running room. 10, 5, and he is in for the score. And Goodpasture breaks the ice at 3:01 of the first quarter. And Chandler, they're back in it.
Wish we knew number 22's name, because he has carried the offense this drive.
He put him on his shoulders, took it all the way down the field, and wished some Goodpasture people knew our number to dial in. Kicking will be Henry Lowe for the Cougars, sophomore. So the young kicker will attempt to cut it to 7, 14-6. Kicking into the woods, ball down, the kick, sidewinder puts it up there, and he splits them right down the middle. And we have a new ball game, 14-7. Nashville Christian on top of Goodpasture, but it has drastically changed. So we'll be back with this new climate here in a moment. 3:01 to go. If you just joined us, Mike McPherson along with Chandler Clark bringing you live stream action from Nashville Christian in Keaton Field against Goodpasture. Our guests coming in, and we lead 14-7. 3:01 to go in the first quarter. We've just had a really powerful drive by Goodpasture, taking it the length of the field, and here's the kick, and it's a little pooch kick. And boy, that thing's going to go out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. That'll be a penalty, and it will bring the ball way up here to about the 35-yard line, I believe.
Mike, when we played Goodpasture last year, we lost in a close one, 16-12, and we've already got 14 in the first quarter this year. So I'd already say we've improved, at least in our offense, compared to last year.
We have. Understand this is J.B. Sizemore's 17th birthday. And so if you want your child's birthday announced and a $100 donation to the press box announcers, you can have that. I forgot to mention that to Heather, that we do have to get the $100 to have that announced.
We do accept Venmo, by the way.
1st and 10. Tyler Morris under center. Long count. Ball to the left side. We're going to have a penalty there. That's Jamal King. Good running room, about 9 yards, and it looks like that may be brought back.
Tackle made by number 8, Tanner Lane, Cougars.
So the momentum has definitely swung to the Cougar side. They've got a good crowd over there, and both sides with a full house and a lot of people standing around the fence. So we've got an excellent crowd. Overflow, and the illegal procedure penalty takes it to the 35-yard line. Did we start the play at the 40 on the penalty, or?
I believe we're back up. I believe we started the 40.
Yeah, okay, so the out of bounds, that's what I was thinking. I think it said the 35, but an out of bounds kick, I believe in high school, goes to the 40. So it's 2nd and 15, 2:56 to go. Back there is Jamal King. Lined up 8 yards behind the line of scrimmage. It will go to him, and he breaks one tackle, sweeps out the outside, breaks another, 40, 45, carries that ball inside as he hammers the man down, getting a first down, Eagles. Knocks him back and gets into Goodpasture territory to the 48-yard line. Nice run there.
Very physical.
2:40 to go.
Taking number 23 down with him as he was getting tackled.
Great hit. Tyler Morris brings in the play across the way. 2:29 to go. 14-7. And here we come to the line. Jacob Bates, big left tackle out here. Josh Strickland back there. Back to pass Tyler Morris. Looking, waiting. He's going to pull it down and run. 50. Intercepts 45. 40. Jukes another man and takes a good lick and takes it down to the 36-yard line. First down, Eagles. Nice run by Tyler.
Back-to-back first downs. Offense is rolling right now.
Doing a great job blowing them off the line there. Jaden Satterfield split wide to the right. Coming here to the left, James Warmbrood. Tyler back there along with Jamal King. The snap is going to go to him. Left side, running room, 35-30. Jukes, 25-20. Tight ropes, 15-10, 5. Woo! Takes that ball deep into territory. They're going to call him, although out of bounds way back here at around 20, man. He just kept going. I thought he had it down inside the 5, but they say he stepped out at about the 18-yard line. So we've got first down at that point. Richmond Flowers in there at left guard. I believe senior Daniel Duncan over the ball. Let me double check that. Should be number 53. And is. And Lucas Klein right side guard, and Devin Ray, Jr., the right tackle. Back there's Jamal King with Tyler Morris. And Tyler's going to keep it, try to get outside, and he cuts against the grain. Not much there. Lunges past the 15-yard line. And I think we just got an updated roster for Goodpasture, right? So, Chandler, throw those others away if you would.
You got it, Chief.
Clock down near a minute. If you're joining us late, Nashville Christian jumped out 14-0. Then Goodpasture comes back with a drive of their own, 14-7. Now we're down at the 18, 2nd and 6. Deion King going to get it left side. And, boy, they stack it up on that left side forcing a 3rd and long. Nice penetration by the right side of that Goodpasture Cougar line as we're marching toward the school, moving right to left toward our flag, which is at half-mast for the sad state of affairs on the other side of the world. We're very blessed to be in a nice, sweet situation right out here, just having to worry about a scoreboard. The 14. Here we come, 3rd and 6. Tyler Morris, he's got number 2 Josh Strickland back there, and he'll fade to throw. He's going to look, he's flushed out, throws the ball at incomplete. Good coverage over there on that side. And Goodpasture is going to force a 4th down, and let's see if that's close enough for us to try a field goal.
They had the screenplay designed, but Tyler was getting some pressure and unfortunately threw an errant throw, and Jalen Marsh was just not able to get over to it in time.
Richmond Flowers hobbling off. And we've got new people coming onto the contest, and this is Macy Crampton, who last week hit a field goal. This one will be from 30. She hit one from 20 last week. From the 20, making a 30-yard field goal. Macy Crampton, this will be a career record. It's up. That kick is good. Splits them, the trifactor. The soccer girl nails it home. Nashville Christian 17, Goodpasture 7. Well, if you're joining us late, Macy Crampton is 2 of 2 in her field goal career. Hit a 20-yarder last week, 30-yarder this week. Nails them, and in the words of Coach Kevin Quinn, she is automatic. And here's the kick by White Martin. Oh, it took a back bounce nicely. Goodpasture's going to return it and come out of bounds at the 30-yard line, and there's a really late hit by Goodpasture. I tell you, we get thrown 15 yards for those all of the time.
That block was a few seconds after the play was over.
I mean,
but,
I don't know.
I think they're going to let that one go, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. We just seem to get those all the time. And I'm not saying the other team doesn't usually either. It's usually just called no matter who's out there. Referees aren't partial. They just sometimes they're doing the best they can. That's why I'm up here keeping score. 3 seconds left, be the last play of the first quarter. It's been a long first quarter because we've had 4 scores, putting up 17 points here. Goodpasture. They're going to get to the left side. Nothing there. Wrapping him up, Cam Carden. And so Nashville Christian will take a 17-7 lead to the second quarter. Back in a moment.
Eagles 17, Cougars 7.
Well, this is Mike McPherson with Chandler Clark, and we're bringing you action from Nashville Christian. We're here in this hot booth. You can't tell on the camera there how hot it is, but we're enjoying it. And we'll switch back to our camera angle on the field. And Chandler, we've got the quarterback for Goodpasture. We have an updated roster. A.J. Brooks has done a fine job, and doing the great running a while ago, Jaron Elkins, a junior, taking the ball downfield nicely several times. So we'll try to do a little bit better job in keeping up with the Goodpasture players. Brooks will have his team set. Behind him is Whitman. The snap goes to Whitman up the middle, and he's going to lunge forward for a couple of yards, hitting first. Excuse me, I'm sorry, that was Wellman, Musa Wellman, excuse me.
That was the guy that was took control of that drive earlier in the first quarter.
That's right. Yeah, we need
touchdown run.
Yeah, so we need to do the shout out to him. He was the one that kind of put him on their back, took him down. So Goodpasture down 10. Still very much in this contest, of course. Jaden Potts checks in on defense. He's going to be at that. Let's see where they move him. Looks like, yeah, the right. He shifts to the left as we are kind of moving around. People there, Gene Beck out here on the right side. 3rd and 13. Goodpasture to throw. Being flushed out. He's going to try to throw across the field. That's a dangerous pass, and it is broken up nicely. Beautiful deflected pass by number 2, Josh Strickland. Josh is having a good game tonight. And Brooks showed some composure there, but that's a tough pass, throwing it back against the grain with your right-handed quarterback throwing back that way while rolling to the left. But he actually threw a good pass, but it's broken up there at the last second. So we're going to put back to receive Jalen Marsh. Donovan Smith. It is Jalen Marsh. It's hard to see these numbers from our angle. We just don't have and our numbers are pretty small. So I'm going to ask Coach Rose to get some new jerseys next year that'll be a little bigger for these 64-year-old eyes of mine. And here's the left. Oh, boy, he put a leg into that one. And they're going to fair catch it back inside the 25. Jalen decides to not return it as Donovan Smith had an electrifying 70-yard touchdown return of a punt in the first quarter. But we're going to take a break right here. Nashville Christian leading 17-7. Back in a moment. Ready to resume play, and let us know if our volume is right now. We've adjusted it. Hopefully this is a little bit better. Let us know. Call in and let us know if this is about right. Tyler Morris back to pass, rolling to the right. Looking, he's going to put it down and run. Get up to the 23, fumbles the football. Goodpasture's got it. The Cougars have it. And another break as they get another fumble, keeping them in the game. There's a penalty flag back in our backfield. So our second error, laying it down on the field. 10:55 to go. Let's see what the call is going to be. Holding against the Eagles. That will be declined, and the Cougars will take over on on our 21-yard line. So they're right back in this contest. Chandler.
It must be there must be some moisture in the air, because that's the third fumble we've had so far, Mike. So
that is the third one. Yeah, we've lost 2.
We have lost 2
and laid it down 3.
And Goodpasture lost 1 as well. So they're winning the turnover battle right now.
Appreciate y'all calling in and helping us out with if we have volume issues or camera issues. We're not a professional outfit here, but we do need your help and input. That helps us give a better broadcast. So thank y'all for your input. Please do not hesitate to do that. Goodpasture back to pass. Brooks looking, waiting, throws it back over here to the left, and it was dropped. Elkins had it and probably took off a little early with it before he secured it, and it will be second down as Goodpasture's just benefited from us laying the ball down on the yard. .10:48 Second down and 10. Ball on the 21. How many viewers do we have so far?
Well, we're in the triple digits, 108.
Oh,
and
man.
We're thankful for all 108
That
of
is
you.
awesome. Great. Brooks back to pass. Looking. Deep drop. Deep drop. The crowd wants a hold. An incomplete pass as he tried to get under the ball. I think about 3,000 people saw a hold, but one person didn't. And the one that didn't is the one that counts.
I'll join the 3,000.
Yes.
I thought I saw one as well.
I think Coach Brothers would agree with you after that. Third and 10. Long back is Jaron Elkins. Brooks, your quarterback. A.J. backs up into a Wildcat-type shotgun formation. He'll have to throw. And here comes the pressure. He stumbles and falls at the 25. So we hold Aiden Humes there. 10:30, the clock running. Let's see if Goodpasture, boy, at this point, it would be a 43-yard field goal. I don't think they're going to do that.
They would need Macy for that, and they don't have her.
That's right. We do. We've got an incredible soccer player turned also football player, and she has been a blessing. Just her presence and her atmosphere and attitude. She's also prettier than most of our guys also. Here comes Goodpasture going for it. 4th down and 16. They'll call a timeout. So we'll take a brief timeout in an exciting contest at Nashville Christian with 9:52 left on the clock. Nashville Christian 17, Goodpasture 7. All right, Chandler, we got a few viewers here we want to acknowledge.
Yes, shout out to the fans watching in Wilmington, Illinois, and West Texas, Mike.
That's awesome. And who are they? Do we have their names?
Well, we've got some usernames. Not sure how they relate to their actual name, but we see you in the chat, and we're thankful for you supporting your Eagles from many miles away.
That's great. We've got over 100 viewers here. Goodpasture knocking at the door, but it's 4th down, 16. Big play here. He's in trouble. Sacked. 33-yard line. Gene Beck. First one to hit him. So the ball goes over on downs to Nashville Christian. So that was an exciting defensive series for Nashville Christian after coughing the ball up. And now we hold and we'll get it back. I know the CBS and ESPN announcers are partial. They don't refer to we, but we are partial. We're for Nashville Christian. And we will acknowledge the other team's good accomplishments, but I want us to win every game. So we do not apologize for our impartiality. And I would think any true fan understands that. Jamal King in the back of the eye. In the backfield by himself. And Dollar went under center. The yellow flags come out of the pocket of the officials, and they're going to mark it against the Cougars. They must have lined up in the neutral zone or jumped or something, but we take the 5, 9:46 to go, and we immediately go down. Ready to go. Tyler Morris barks the signals. We go in motion to the left side. Tyler, it's going to go left side, and we're going to have Jamal King. And he's trying to break outside. Nice job of keeping his feet churning, but not much of a gain as the Goodpasture line collapses on him.
Xavier Robinson there on the stop with the Cougars.
2nd down and a long 4. And 9:19 and ticking. Goodpasture back on defense. The Eagles to the line at the 38. Now they've got an I formation, a deep I with Jamal King and Josh Strickland. And the ball goes left side, and that's Jamal King. He's not going to get a whole lot. Then, boy, he's still on his feet, though. He's hard to bring down, even if he doesn't get any yardage. He does not stop churning the feet. It's going to be third down, but he's got us in a 3rd and 3, so a very negotiable down where we could opt to do a run or a pass play. Tyler gets the signal. Chandler.
Jamal's looking like he's got a little tightness somewhere in his leg, but he's staying out there, so he's toughing it out. Like the determination.
Ball at the 40, 8:20 to go. Second quarter, 17-7. Your Nashville Christian Eagles on top. Tyler Morris. Long count. We go in motion. We jet to the left, and that ball is kept. And lunging for a first down, carrying nicely, Jalen Marsh as he jet swept to the left. Did he get a first down, ladies and gentlemen? I think the crowd will tell you, 1st and 10, Eagles. 8 minutes. Plenty of time in the contest, first half, to take it down. 17-7. The ball located on the 42-yard line of Nashville Christian. Satterfield out here to the right. Ball will go to the right, Deion King, and he'll hammer forward for about 3 for the Goodpasture Cougars. Bring him down at that point. Starting to get a little cooler out here, feeling even a little bit better here in the press box. Ball pushed to the 46, 2nd and about 6. Clock ticking down to 7:20. Eagles to the line again in the deep I formation. Got Deion King along with Josh Strickland. Back to pass, Tyler Morris rolling to the right. He's in trouble. Takes it down. He's going to run to the left. He's got a little running room. 45. Lunging to the 49, and he made a lot out of nothing. And again, made a great play there to get us in another negotiable 3rd down. And a good 3 to go. But nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a little bit of yardage, Chandler.
Yeah, great scramble, and I like to see him hang on to the ball, protect it well as he was getting tackled there towards the end of the play. That's what unfortunately led to the fumble on the earlier in the second. So good to see him protect the rock, and we've got a short 3rd down.
3rd down and 3. 6:23 to go. Tyler getting the call from Coach Jeff Brothers. He's going to call a timeout. And we'll take a brief timeout as Coach Brothers decides what he's going to do on a big 3rd down 3 call with 6:11 left in the second quarter. An exciting contest between 2 good football teams at Nashville Christian with an overflow capacity crowd looking on. We'll be back with the first quarter score. Nashville Christian 17, Goodpasture 7. Nashville Christian, after the timeout, knows what they want to do, and they're going to come out with a single back behind Tyler Morris. It's Deion King. Split receiver to the right. We've got a little bit of somewhat of a slot to the left. Wide side of the field this way, and Tyler will roll this way. He's in trouble. Can he get rid of it? He throws it across the middle. Pass complete and knocked away at the last second. And that's outstanding defensive play by Jaron Elkins as we had the catch. And Elkins got the arm around legally without interference and deflected it away. and a big play for the Cougars. Outstanding defensive effort there.
I mean, that was an incredible throw by Tyler.
Yes, it was.
Under duress, and I believe it may have hit Jalen Marsh right in the face mask. And, I mean, it was right on the money, just couldn't reel it in. So, unfortunate third down there for the Eagles.
All right, Aiden Humes in for the punt. We spread it out. Goodpasture back. Oh, my goodness, they've thrown it way over his head. He's going back. He's got plenty of time to get it off, and he does, and makes a decent kick out of it, and didn't get quite as much roll as we hoped. But, boy, he turned disaster into a manageable play. Had Goodpasture had the rush on, it could have been a tough play. Fortunately, they didn't for us, and they do get good field position, but not as bad as it could have been for the Eagles. The ball at the 36-yard line.
Decided to go rugby style on it. I don't know if he had a choice otherwise.
Boy, he did. He did a good job of getting that thing out of there. Goodpasture spending a lot of time over there huddling with Coach Kuykendall, and the referees are discussing something. There's a flag over there in front of the Goodpasture bench. We'll see what that's about. The Eagles are pointing toward the guilty Cougars.
And cue the Jeopardy music.
There we go. So the long delay here. Chandler, excuse me. Do you have time to recap the scoring for our fans that may have joined us late?
Of course I do. The first score of the game was a punt return from Donovan Smith, 70 yards. In the first quarter, we had a couple of turnovers. Nashville Christian had a fumble, and Goodpasture as well. We had a 38-yard pass, beautiful touch throw to Jaden Satterfield towards the end of the first. Goodpasture retaliated with a 15-yard touchdown run by Wellman. Macy Crampton kicked home a 30-yarder, and that gets us to 17-7.
The clock is at 5:48 of the second quarter. So Goodpasture trying to cut this to a one-score deficit before the half. Nashville Christian love to get a stop and push it up to a three-score game. So A.J. Brooks, quarterback, will be in the backfield with Elkins. So we're still waiting. We had a sideline penalty for the second warning that pushed the ball back to the starting position at 30. It's still first and 10, ball on 31. Goodpasture. Brooks is going to keep it, run to the left, got a nice seam and carries past the 40 for a good run. Cam Carden with the open field tackle, but not before Brooks gets good running room, keeping the ball to the left side. He was hit hard, but picks up 9 on the play. Clock ticking at 5:28 of the first half. The Cougars without a huddle. Crowd coming alive below us to urge the defense on. 2nd and 1 after the 9-yard pickup. Ball goes up the middle, and that's going to be plenty of first down yardage for Goodpasture. And that was Jaron Elkins again. And Goodpasture using up a lot of time, but also eating up a lot of yards. Now out to the 45-yard line. So they are at 1st and 10 again. 4-man front for the Eagles. Here they come, the ball to the left. Cuts back against the grain, but not in time. Sacked for a loss. A host of Eagles led by Kevin Bradley. 4:38 to go. Big play there as we needed a little momentum swung to our way after Goodpasture has started a bit of a drive here. 2nd and a long 10, closer to 11. Cougars again without a huddle. Get the call from Coach Kuykendall across the way. 2nd and 11, 4:10 to go. Goodpasture sends Glendon in motion to the right. Shifting again, and they're going to have to call the penalty before they could get the timeout. think they had 2 men shifting at the same time. And that's going to push the ball to the 39. Big play there. Now it's 3rd and 16. 4:04 to go. Excuse me, 2nd and 16. They didn't get the play off. Brooks is going to keep it up the middle. 40, 45. Lunges to the 48. Nice pickup there to get back some of the lost yardage. Number 20, Logan Page, in on the stop. 3:47 and ticking. We'll have a 3rd down and long. About 6 to go, plus actually 7. 3rd and 7. Pass across the middle, complete. Pulled down at the 40, and he's lunging for that sideline, won't get it. But Sam McClendon with a nice reception across the middle, and Luke Page drags him down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage for the Cougars. Plenty of time, first half, 3:28 to go, and we're a little bit back on our heels right now as Goodpasture wants to get back into this. Well, they're already in the contest, but they want to make it a one-score game. And they're going to go up the middle, and we're going to eat him up in the backfield. Elkin's got nothing. Kevin Bradley again with the initial hit. And when this play gets underway, the clock will be under 3 minutes. Goodpasture going without the huddle, getting the calls across the way. Before an overflow crowd here at Keaton Field, bringing you exciting action over our live stream broadcast with producer Andrew Atkins at the helm. Ball rolling to the right. Brooks throwing it. It is complete. Upending him over there with a nice open field tackle was Logan Page. He gets a little bit of yardage out here. Nice reception by Emmett Smiley. And so it's going to be now 3rd down. Here it is again. 3rd and 6. Goodpasture was here a while ago and could not convert on 4th down, and they were a little deeper. 2:12 to go. Crowd alive below us. They're going to go up the middle this time. He's not going to get it. Did he fumble that football? Give it to Nashville. Chris, no, they're going to call it dead on the ground. They say his knee hit, and boy, that's a close one there. The clock is even still running, and it's 4th down. Big break for Goodpasture. The ball is at the 29. Goodpasture, 4th and 3. Officials did not hesitate at all. 1:38 to go. Our crowd trying to bring the Eagles to life. It is 4th and 2. They couldn't run it again, and they do. The quarterback keeps it. Does he get to the corner? He does, and lunges for the 1st down yardage and more, taking that ball inside the 25. A.J. Brooks with a nice carry. 1:23 to go. 4th down play. They get it this time. They didn't last time. Clock 1:18. We're going to call a timeout to kind of regather. Chandler Clark, it's a tough one again.
Momentum is with Goodpasture right now. A.J. Brooks with the crucial 4th down scamper to keep the drive alive. Ball is about 25 yards from the end zone. So we'll see if the Eagles can stand up as the clock is close to halftime.
It's on the 23 exactly, and it's 1:18 to go. And what's our viewer number up to?
We are at 128 viewers.
That's great. We appreciate it. And also what's fun to see is by Sunday night last week, we had over 700 viewers. So that's neat. The kids and a lot of families go home and watch it. And I know we don't have exactly a professional broadcast. We don't cover the other team as well as we could. But I have to teach all day, Chandler, and John Ward got to prepare for a week. And I think you have a teaching job here also.
Thank you for acknowledging that.
Goodpasture. Get the ball off the right side. Not a whole lot there for Jaron Elkins. Nate Hamilton in on the hit. The clock will wind under a minute. Goodpasture. They have 2 timeouts left according to the scoreboard, which is unofficial. The clock is ticking at 55. So these plays are taking a while. The clock was not a factor a while ago. Now it is. Ball, it looks like on the 21-yard line. Looks like 2nd and 8. Brooks back to pass, looking, flushed out, runs up the middle. He's got decent yardage. He's hit there. A flag will stop the clock. The flag thrown as he was about to get hit.
Brothers is yelling for a hold.
He may have gotten one. The clock is resting at 35 seconds. Looks like our guys are ready to walk in the direction of Goodpasture's goalpost. Goodpasture looks a little perturbed over the call. The official has come over to talk to Coach Brothers. And, yeah, it's against Goodpasture. Big play there, 35 seconds to go. That's going to move the ball back. Let's see if it's a 5 or a 15. Because we have we could decline it and be 3rd down, but Coach Brothers wants to take the 15-yard penalty. Wisely he does. So 35 seconds to go. Yardage more important than the down right now. Pushes the ball back to the 34. 35 seconds left. Goodpasture trailing 17-7 near the end of the second quarter. And there's another timeout, and Goodpasture will call it. They'll have one left. We'll take a brief timeout with the score. Nashville Christian, the home team 17, the visitors Goodpasture from Madison, Tennessee 7. We're ready to zoom play. Ball at the 34. 2nd and 21. Goodpasture rolling to the right. Brooks now throws back to the left. It is complete to the 30. He's got running room. He angles 10, 5. Takes a stutter step and cuts into the end zone for 6. Touchdown, Goodpasture on a 34-yard swing pass back to the left after all of the action went to the right. And Goodpasture is right back in this contest.
Josh Strickland was inches from deflecting that ball. He reached up as high as he could.
I thought he had it, yeah.
Brooks floated it over him, and I believe it was number 15, Elkins, with the catch and run. So
sophomore Henry Lowe can cut it to a 3-point game. The snap, ball placed down. The kick is going to be splitting the uprights good, and we have a new score, a new climate out here toward the end of the half. So with timeout the score, Nashville Christian leading 17-14, 24 seconds left before the halftime break. Also want to shout out to our computer operator, Skylar Drury, who is also communicating with our cameraman, doing a good job of coordinating that communication. Skylar, one of our freshmen, and doing a great job here in the booth as part of the broadcast staff. So Chandler, let's see, Nashville Christian may take a knee, but I'd like to see us take it the distance here instead.
Take a play out of FRA's playbook.
Yeah. So freshman low. He's going to squib it off to the side again, and it will go out of bounds again, and we're going to get it up here at the 40. So that's interesting. They're keeping it away from our scat backs, and I probably don't blame them. So that avoids the possibility of a exciting run by the kickoff team. But I tell you, Coach Brothers, I look for him to not sit on the ball. He's known at this time to put it up, take a chance, but we'll see. Oh, Nashville Christian is electing to, instead of accepting at the 40, to take a penalty. Boy, I haven't seen that before. Interesting strategy by Coach Brothers, who, as we said last week, I wish that Coach Spann in Bible knew the scriptures as well as Coach Brothers knows the rule book, and I'm hoping some of our students will tell Coach Spann what I just said.
Wow, throwing shade.
It's
at your,
tough, yeah. I'm playing hardball tonight.
Your department co-teacher there. Wow.
Yeah, not a lot of unity there. Ball back to the 35. I like this play, and Chandler no time ran off the clock, and so he's forcing Goodpasture to kick to us.
They can keep doing that.
I didn't even know you could decline it. So after 40-something years of watching football, make that 50-something, sorry. Here, they got to kick it to us now. And he pooches it, but it's going to stay in bounds. Caught by Nutback to the 35 to the 40, 45. We don't get quite to the 45, and that's Josh Strickland with the return, 16 seconds to go. So we only profited 3 yards.
We'll take
and
it,
we
right?
lost 8 seconds. That's okay, though. I still like that strategy by Coach Brothers. I did not know you could decline that penalty. I've never seen it done.
I guess that's exactly right. I guess you always can, but that's just not the.
It's
the
usually,
option
yeah,
taken.
it's usually not the practical option, but here it was. And we'll have it on the 43. Let's see if Tyler Morris, senior, will air it out as he huddles his troops. 16 seconds. We have 1 timeout left. I believe we're going to, looks like here, no, we're going to go for something here. We'll see. It may be a run play, but we'll see if we can break something. 16 seconds to go. Tyler's going to pass. Looking, waiting. May have to pull it down and run. Gets a block at the corner, 40, and he's going to fall down at the 43. 8 seconds. Will we call a timeout? Coach Jeff Brothers will let it run out, and we'll go to the halftime. With your score, Nashville Christian 17, Goodpasture 14, an exciting contest before an overflow capacity crowd as our crowd sends off the Eagles to the locker room. We'll be back with some highlights and comments in a few moments. Well, fans, we have a special halftime treat with Riley, one of our seniors. Or
I am a senior.
you are the only senior, aren't you? No, we've got a.
No, we have like
that
6.
was last year. My bad. Sorry about that. These years run together at my age. So thanks for coming to the press box. She's being accompanied by manager Millie. Millie, you want to look up at the camera and try to get a shot there? There we go. Well, Riley, tell us about the off season. You have a coach that's coaching 2 teams. Talk a little bit about that and what you're hoping and expecting. Of course, I know every year, well, we want to win all our games and go to the state, but just tell us a little bit about transitioning to a new coach that's coaching Coach Patton, our boys and our girls at the same time.
You know, coach who's going to be our coach, and we really wanted Coach Patton. And we're all really happy that we have him now. He's going to give 100% to both programs, and I think that he's the best thing that's probably going to come for our program.
Well, great. And y'all had a good season last year and returning just such a, the whole team. So that's exciting. And I know you feel like y'all should be the favorite in the district. Who's going to be some tough dogs up there with y'all fighting?
Oh, obviously Goodpasture. They've got Hadley and they've got LaZaviana, two probably the best guards in our division. And I think that it'll be us and them, and then I think Davidson will be up there this year, and still Clarksville Academy.
What did y'all do during the summer? How many games did y'all get to play? I know things are a little different with, I don't guess there's as many camps open as there used to be. And used to, you could go to all you want, play all summer. What did y'all do this summer?
I mean, we played in a lot of tournaments. We still worked hard all summer, not knowing who our coach was going to be. I think that we performed very well this summer, considering the circumstances. We all decided, that this is going to be our year because we don't want to go out thinking we could have done more. So I think that, even this off season, we've been working hard, all of us getting back to where we were from our injuries.
What about see, how many people have you got working on basketball? I know you've got a few in other sports, so how many players do y'all have right now going every day practicing?
Well, I have soccer, so I'm not.
That's
but
right.
I'm pretty sure everyone plays, but Reese and Liz, they're the only two that don't play in their sport.
Well, good luck to you guys, and I'm looking forward to the broadcast. And you girls, I enjoy watching y'all play. Coach Spann and I, we coach girls forever over at Ezo Harding, and it's a joy to see you guys play, because y'all, you play good, y'all play hard, and I think y'all have a good high basketball IQ. So looking forward to it. So the Irish, Riley O'Connor, thanks for stepping in and being a part of our broadcast booth. Millie, did you have anything you wanted to say? Nothing there? Okay.
Nothing?
All right. So, Raleigh, there's our camera. So thanks for coming in.
You're welcome.
And we'll be back with a few more comments, maybe another halftime guest. We'll see. Well, fans, we're here with a graduate and current member of the staff at National Christian. This is Sonia Shelton, who is the daughter of our president, Connie Jo Shelton. But we know, Sonia, you really ran the show when you were here. It was kind of up to you, wasn't
Yes,
it?
it was. I was actually running this.
That's right. Well, Sonia, you were an outstanding basketball player, so talk about your memories and what you remember from those old days. You had Coach Brandon Wood for your coach there, and we love and miss him. So talk to us a little bit about your career.
Yeah, of course. I played basketball at National Christian since, I don't know, I was 4 years old. So I was pretty successful in my high school years.
Did a great job.
Yeah, to go to school, be a kid, went to UT Knoxville, go Vols, and I had a great experience here. So I enjoyed it and love Coach Wood.
Well, he's a great guy and recently lost his father, and good friend of all of ours at National Christian. What's kind of one memory, maybe one game, one moment that stands out in your mind? Enjoyed watching you play. You really did good. Y'all had some good teams. Is there a memory that stands out in your mind?
A memory of my personal success was my 1,000-point. I'll never forget that.
That was incredible. Not a lot of girls have done that. In fact, I believe that number's under 5, isn't it?
It might be under like
Maybe under 10.
Yeah.
The boys, same way. That's a very exclusive club and something to be very proud of. What about a moment in a game? Anything stand out? I know you played a lot of games since you were 4.
Yeah. One of my favorite memories to tell people is about being in the locker room with Coach Wood, and we were actually playing Goodpasture, and he was very upset with our performance. He threw a clipboard at the ground. It shattered into a billion pieces and almost hit me in the face.
I have heard that story before.
Yes.
So that's one I think several of y'all remember.
Yeah.
Well, you're now working here at National Christian. Tell us your responsibilities there.
So, I am the middle school head volleyball coach, and then I'm assisting middle school girls basketball as well. Right now I'm working on my master's in school counseling, so it'll be a few years, but hopefully maybe one day I'll be working here full time. So.
Very good. Well, we're glad to have you back on the campus. It's neat to see you. I know during the football season when you were in school, I wasn't in the broadcast booth. I was down on the sideline with you as you were the water girl, and we had a lot of
we had some fun
things. You can't talk about all those because some people thought we were making fun of others.
Yes.
We don't do that. We're against
Never.
that.
Yep.
But we had a lot of fun. I love your family. Enjoy your family lunch. So thanks for stepping into the booth.
Thank you,
And
Coach Mike.
we'll continue to see you around. Thanks a
Thank you.
lot.
Yes, sir.
So
Thank
2
you.
guests tonight. So that's great. Thank you
Wow.
for coming in.
Thank you, sir.
Both girl basketball players. One former, one current. Thank you, Sonia.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, hon. Back in a moment. Chandler, we're back for the second half. Give us a quick rundown before the kickoff of the stats.
Sure. Game opened up at the 9:58 mark in the first with a 70-yard punt return for a touchdown. Donovan Smith for the Eagles. We had a 38-yard touchdown pass from Tyler Morris to Jaden Satterfield at the 5:52 mark. We had a Goodpasture countered with a 15-yard run from Musa Wellman. Mason Crampton knocked home a 30-yard field goal, believe around her longest, possibly her longest that we've seen this season. Right at the end of the first, and then right at the end of the second quarter, Goodpasture had a 34-yard touchdown pass to Elkins, and that brings us to 17-14 with the Eagles holding on to the 3-point lead.
All right. Well, we're ready for the second half, and yes, Macy is now 2 of 2 in her career from field goals, and just incredible story with her.
Just had an article written about her from a news source, I believe. A great article.
I mean, she's been incredible. She hadn't missed too many extra points in this last season, and already this year she hadn't missed anything.
And I believe her soccer season so far is going swimmingly. She's got about 6 goals through 2 or 3 games, so she's taking care of business in whatever she plays.
And she's busy.
Yes.
Well, Goodpasture is going to be kicking off for the second half. So, Nashville Christian receiving here. Sophomore Henry Lowe will tee it up. And here's the kick. Driving deep inside the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Out to the 35-yard line, that's Jalen Marsh. Bringing it past the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 at that point for Nashville Christian. Again, if you just joined us, just tuning in fact, I think my sister just started tuning in. We got people from all over the country tonight. And Nashville Christian is up by 3, 17-14, as we've just opened the second half, and we have an overflow capacity crowd and a great football game, non-regional game against Goodpasture. Exciting contest. Tyler Morris set for the snap. Gives to Deion King to the right, looking for running room, bounces out to 40, cuts against the grain, 45, puts his head down and pushes to the 49. They still didn't bring him down. Excellent run, and that will be Chandler Clark a first down, Eagles.
First play of the third quarter, first down. Thank you, Deion King.
And Deion gets a rousing reception from our crowd, showing their appreciation for that effort. So Tyler Morris brings his team to the I formation. Deion King along with Josh Strickland. Josh Strickland does the blocking. This time King is not going to break away, gets back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe picks up a foot. It's basically going to be second down and 10.
Stopped there by number 8, Tanner Lane for the Cougars. Nice job not letting Deion get by.
Clock at 11 minutes. We apologize for not having our graphics at the bottom of the screen where you can see the score and the time. So unfortunately, you have to hear me repeating it over and over again. It's second down and 9, ball on the 50. We lead 17-14, 2:45 to go, and the clock running in the third quarter in an exciting football contest. Deep I formation again. Tyler Morris under center, looks over. The defense takes the snap. This time gives to the deep back. Not going to get a whole lot. That's Jamal King, and they're going to push him back. His forward progress is going to be about a yard. A lot of extracurricular shoving there, and it will be 3rd and 9.
Emmett Smiley doing a good job driving Jamal back.
Jalen Marsh brings the play in possibly with James Warnbrood.
Forward progress is going to leave it 3rd and 8.
Clock at 10 minutes. They do give him another yard there. Ball at the 49-yard line of Goodpasture. They mask the rush with a 4-man front. expecting the pass. Man in motion. One to the left. Back to pass Morris. Looking, waiting, throwing the bomb down the center of the field. The pass is incomplete. Knocked down on a nice deflection by Josh Williams. And we will go into punt formation. Warmbrood was open for just a second. It's not a bad pass at all, but a good defensive play. Good blocking that time by the Eagles up front. So we're going to drop back to punt. Senior Aiden Humes, who had the ball hiked over his head last time, so hopefully we'll do better then. We spread the line way out, and this time the snap's perfect. The kick is away. A low line driver that's hit to the 20, bounces inside the 5. Are we going to down it there? We do. The Eagles touch it at the 1 yard line. A perfect 49-yard punt. Chandler Clark, you couldn't have painted it on a portrait any better.
And a perfect snap from number 17, Ryan DeMumbrian.
Ryan DeMumbrian, the sophomore, and he snapped it beautifully, and that led to the perfect punt. They are 99 yards away from taking the lead or tying it up. So they hold on downs. Their defense bowed up and did what they had to do. So we will send our defense onto the field for the first possession for Goodpasture. So they have a little renewed excitement on their side and in their stands. The crowd is very energetic and packed, and the fans are lined up all the way around the fence. And he's in the shadow of his goalpost. It's A.J. Brooks. Defense would love a safety at this point. He goes back into the backfield, deep into the end zone. And he is going to keep it and takes it off left tackle, breaks away, and did not break the last tackle, but got the ball off that goal line. And it looks like Alex Humphrey was in on the stop.
It looked like for a second he was going to get stopped up right at the 1, but
yep.
He found an alley on the left side.
So Goodpasture, second about 5. And the ball's going to go up the middle, and running back trying to break away, but we stuff him out just as he's trying to get to the 10-yard line. They actually, it was not on the 1. It looks like they must have spotted it on the 3. Is that right, Chandler? Again, our angle is, I thought they had spotted the ball on the 1, but
on the 9 now.
According to the marker, it's, anyway, Goodpasture going up the middle, bouncing to the right side. We will snuff him out, and they're going to have to punt. 3rd and 3. Kevin Bradley on the first initial contact, and Goodpasture's going to have to drop back and punt in their end zone. 7:48. Jalen Marsh at his 40, hoping to get his hands on it and return it the distance. Tanner Lane, we got a timeout. Did they not give us a timeout, Coach? The coaches were trying to get one. We get a fair catch at the 39. I don't know why we wanted a timeout. Coach Brothers is asking the official about something. He does not get what he was addressing. Nonetheless, good field position for the Eagles. The ball on the near hash mark on this side, and they're going to spot it, looks like on the 40. Coach Brothers is addressing some type of issue with Goodpasture, just as that snap was about to be done. He was screaming for a timeout. Maybe that was a blessing. He didn't get it because he's still got 3 in his pocket. We're at the 40 of Goodpasture. I'd like to make this a 2-possession game. 17-14. Ball to the left side. That's Deion King. Cuts against the grain. 35. Slams a man down at the 33-yard line. Nice run. He's going to pick up about 7. Nice run, and then ran over a man there just as he's being brought down. 2nd and 3. 7:04, the clock ticking. Goodpasture back on its heels a little bit as we've got the ball at the 33-yard line and a 2nd down and 3. Nice run there to create a 2nd and short. King again in the backfield along with Strickland in the I formation. And the ball will go to the tailback, Deion King. He's going to get outside, spinning, churning, lunging, diving for a 1st down. Eagles. He carries that football down to about the 26-yard line. And we are churning out some yardage here before an overflow crowd at Donnie Keaton Field on the campus of Nashville Christian in growing and gracious Bellevue, Tennessee. King and then, King and King. We got Jamal as the fullback, Dion as the tailback. Man in motion. Satterfield up tight, bouncing to the left, carrying that is Deion King. Not much there. Goodpasture closes in. And so we will be back to the original line of scrimmage. Looks like it's going to be about 2nd down and 10. Clock ticking down to 5:45. We get some new troops into the contest. Tyler Morris getting the call. In from the sideline. Jalen Marsh going out to the left side with Satterfield. Alex Humphrey in at left tackle. Oh, we fumbled the ball. Tyler Morris is going to be swamped back to the 31 for a loss. It'll be 3rd down and long. So we laid it on the turf again, and it cost us. Tyler could not handle it quickly enough to make something out of it. And we are now out of field goal range at the 31. 17-14, 4:49 to go. So 3rd and 15. Big play here for the Eagles. Big play on defense for Goodpasture. They want to desperately keep this a 1-score game. Crowd alive. Timeout, Eagles. We'll take a timeout also with the score, and 4:33 up on that scoreboard clock. Nashville Christian, the home team, leading 17 over Goodpasture's 14. Back in a moment. Nashville Christian, 3rd and 15 as we resume play. Tyler Morris looking, waiting. Flushed out of the pocket. Pass is underthrown and incomplete. And Coach Brothers will make a decision over going for it somewhat deep in Goodpasture territory or punting it and trying to pin Goodpasture deep. So this, in pro and college, this is a field goal, but in high school, this is a coach decision over to punt, knock it into the end zone, put them on the 20, or since the ball is on the 31, we're talking about 11-yard difference. So Coach Brothers, characteristically of him, is going to go for it on 4th and 15. 4:26 to go, third quarter. National Christian 17-14 over Goodpasture. Tyler Morris, he's going to the bomb, throwing it into the end zone. The pass actually over the sideline. Did he catch that? No. They said he stepped out of bounds before he made the catch. A good effort by Jalen Marsh as he called it. It was really a good pass. We just needed another foot of territory, Chandler, over here on the sideline.
It was a great pass. Not sure if a lower trajectory throw at Jalen as opposed to a lofted throw away from him would have been the call, but I mean, you're right, a toe drag and that's in, and we're sniffing the end zone. So we're going to give it up to the Cougars here, but they're not in, they're not on our side of the field, so I think it was a good call by Gross.
Yeah, that's typical of what he would do there, and I like that. All right, 17-14, 4:19 to go. Goodpasture with a chance to take the lead on this drive. Quarterback fakes it. Brooks still has it. He's going to try to throw the bomb down the field. He's got a man. Did he catch it? He caught it at the 25 to the 20 to the 15 to the 10, and what a catch and throw. Charlie Baker with Octavius Henderson with an incredible reception, getting behind the defense with A.J. Brooks throwing the bomb, but there is a flag on the play, and are they going to bring it back?
Oh, this could be a huge break for the Eagles.
Oh, my goodness. Great play by Brooks and Henderson teaming up, but it may be for naught as they brought the ball all the way back. National Christian and Goodpasture both look like they know it's against the Cougars. We'll see the officials huddling. 4:06 to go. Chandler, we've got how many viewers now?
We're at 146. The number just keeps on
Man, that's
climbing,
great.
So.
What's fun to see also, as we mentioned, the fans from both schools, their families. By the end of the weekend, we sometimes have between 700 and even over 1,000 views on YouTube. Sometimes you just type in the National Christian broadcast, and you'll see the TV screen for our game, and they ineligible receiver and a personal foul. Oh my goodness, that's a 30-yard penalty.
Wow.
So in the scramble there, they had a receiver go past, or a player go past the timeline that was not eligible. Then a personal foul. I guess we're just going to take one of the penalties. I was hoping it's a 30-yard penalty. Ball to the 31. Back to 1st and 10, but back at the 31.
Well,
crowd alive.
I'm not sure if the ball's supposed to be at the 31. There's a lot of
I don't know.
confusion in the stands.
If there's two, I don't know, can you not have two penalties on one play? I'm not abreast of the rules enough to know. I'm a basketball coach, or retired aging basketball coach. And the officials huddle again on a warm night that's really cooled off a little bit.
Walking back.
Chandler, I was right.
As always, Mike.
Yeah.
I mean, would you expect anything less?
Well, I thought you could have two penalties on one play, and because it was a personal foul, yes. That ball is back at the 21. It is 1st down and 25. Excuse me, the ball is on the 16-yard line. 4:06 to go. The National Christian Eagles are up. 4:06 left. We're hoping Goodpasture boys basketball coach Adam Son, good friend of mine, has, I think, joined us. And if you have, Adam, give me another thumbs up. Steve Bishop saying he is listening to the game with Darlette. And Steve, I hope you're bringing her tea and snacks, since she's done it for you all these years. Darlette in our business office, and
We love Darlette.
she writes a lot of checks.
Of course.
So she's always popular.
Of course.
4:02 to go. After lots of discussion again, the ball at the 16, first down and 25. Goodpasture, though, will run it up the middle and good running room. And continuing to push is number 22, Musa Wellman. And boy, he just keeps pushing, and he brings that ball out near the 30-yard line, trying to make a more negotiable second down play. So we were not able to close in on him in time, and they actually spotted on the 28, second and 13. Brooks back there with Wellman. Back to pass. He's got time. Now he's running out of time. Flush to the right. We've got a penalty as we sack him, and hopefully that's a holding penalty on the left side of that line. Kevin Bradley, I think, was the victim of that, and he was shaken up a little bit. May have been a face mask. He needs out of the game. And boy, Goodpasture may really be thrown back on their heels now. Let's see where they're going to place this after the penalty. Now they've got to get up to the 41 for a first. And we've declined the penalty. All right. So Coach Brothers all over that immediately.
Stopping the bleeding of backing them up constantly.
Exactly. Ball inside the 20. Looks like it's on the 17. Third and 23. They've got to get it all the way out to the 41. 3 minutes and counting. Third quarter, Nashville Christian leading 17-14.
Oh.
And movement. Boy, it's way back now. Third down and 28. Goodpasture. They're going to just be safe and run it up the middle. And the quarterback is going to bring it out past the 20, but it's going to be fourth down and long. 2:27 to go.
Well, that was just the drive of penalties.
Boy, it was. Fourth down and 28. 2 minutes left. Goodpasture set to punt inside 2 minutes.
Tanner Lane with the kick.
And it's a left-footed kick to the 42. This is to the 50, to the 45. Break outside, Donovan Smith. 30, 25, 20. Donovan Smith, did he take it all the way? He took it all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. Donovan Smith with a punt return. And that's him striking twice earlier. He returned a punt of 70. This one was for around 50 yards. Touchdown, Eagles. Donovan got the blocks and the cutbacks and takes it the distance. 23-14 with a chance for Macy Crampton to make it 10.
Number 4 for the Cougars, Josh Williams being helped off the field, sustained looks like a lower leg injury, possibly an ankle. So we'll keep you posted on his condition as we find out.
James Warnbrood to set the ball down for Macy Crampton. Kicking into the trees. Ball down. The kick is automatic. Good. There's timeout on the field with the score. Nashville Christian leading 24-14. 1:38 to go. Macy hammers another one home. We'll be back in a moment. Chandler, electrifying punt return. Donovan's got 2 of them tonight. One of 70 and the other one about 50.
Well, last week, you know, FRA had the 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns, and so
Yes.
Coach Brother said, you know what, we'll see your 2 kickoff returns, and we'll raise you 2 punt returns. We'll just let Donovan take care of it. So.
Great job. Wyatt Martin in again for a kickoff. Boy, he's gotten a lot of work these last 2 weeks. And here's the kick. And he hits it back to the 15. Goodpasture back to the 20. Goodpasture the 25. And a shoestring tackle there for the Eagles by junior Nate Hamilton, number 8. Good job there. Got Aiden Humes coming in, Richmond Flowers. Along with Kevin Bradley on that defensive line. Number 45, Jaden Potts. Josh Strickland at linebacker. Cam Carden at linebacker. On the outside left, Logan Page over here on the right.
We've got both Page brothers there.
All right, yes. Ball up the middle and cutting out to the outside is Goodpasture. He's got great running room, but another penalty flag thrown at the line of scrimmage, which is usually holding. Tough play again for the Goodpasture Cougars. Jaden Satterfield over there on the corner.
I should have been keeping a tally of how many penalties Goodpasture's had tonight, because I'd say we are north of 5, possibly between 5 and 10.
Also number 13, Jalen Marsh in the secondary, just trying to get some bearings on the defense. Nate Hamilton over here to pick up receiver to the right, to the left for Goodpasture. First and long. Pass lobbed across the middle, complete. Pushing the ball past the 40 to the 43. A nice throw by Brooks. Pulling the ball down, McWilliams. And they get first down yardage on that play, 24 to 14. The clock will run under a minute after this play, so Goodpasture desperately needs a drive to take it into the end zone this time. Eagles up 24 to 14, under a minute as the clock ticks. Brooks, who's hit some fine plays today. Let's see if he goes upstairs again. He's back to pass. Look, he's throwing the bomb down the field. Receiver going up for it. I think we're going to get a pass interference. We are. We're going to get a pass interference call as we kind of ran up into him.
Yeah.
I think that was a good call.
Yeah, you got to turn your head around to see where the ball
Yeah.
is, so that can't go against you. Just 15 yards, though, as opposed to all the way down there at the 15-yard line.
Yep. And again, there's that 15-yard penalty on a play that, you know, could have picked up 30, 40 yards. It's just a rule I wish high school would change. But it's the same in college, too. The same thing. Whoa, hold it.
Tacked on a roughing the passer
We have
call
got
as well.
now we've got a 30-yard penalty against us with a roughing the passer call.
I think the refs were worried if they didn't call something on us that they were going to be unsafe heading to their cars tonight. So
24 to 14. Goodpasture driving here near the end of the third quarter. So Brooks has got his team on the prowl in our territory. Ball given, knocked down immediately at the line. Slamming him down. Guess who? Kevin Bradley. Cam Carden helping out. It's going to be second down, and looks like about a loss of 2. Ball pushed back to the 43. Brooks brings his team back up. 15 seconds left. Looking, waiting, throws across the middle, complete. Ball taken down inside the 25-yard line. Nice pass by Brooks. Page on the stop, but not before. McClendon with a nice reception brought down by Luke Page, and the clock runs out here in the third. So there's still 12 minutes left and still plenty of time for Goodpasture. They have trailed throughout. The score, Nashville Christian 24, Goodpasture 14. After 3 quarters, we'll be back for the 4th and final period in a moment.
Let's have everybody get up for the mid-fourth quarter.
All right, we're ready to resume play. The first play of the 4th quarter. Ball deep in Nashville Christian territory at the 23. Goodpasture trying to cut this to a 1-possession game. They run off the left side. They got great running room. Lunging inside the 10-yard line is the running back, Jaron Elkins. And he's got first down yardage. And the ball, I guess they're going to put it on the 11. Is that right, Chandler?
Looks like it to me.
First and 10, ball on the 23.
Or no, that looks like
No, first and 10, ball on 13, on the 13. Ball up the middle, nothing there. 11:31 to go. Logan Page in on it again.
Elkins up the middle. He stopped quickly by Logan Page.
Second down and 10, 11:15 to go.
Second down and 10.
Look to the line, A.J. Brooks. Back in the shotgun, he's going to go to the left. He's going to throw. No, he's not. Oh, now he gets away. He's going to put it down and run. Now he throws all the way across the field. We have intercepted it at the goal line. 5, 10, 15. Bringing that ball back. Jalen Marsh. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what the play is going to be. Well, we got somebody hurt too. So he threw it across the field. There was a man open in the end zone, but suddenly closing in was Jalen Marsh and picked it off at the goal line and brought it back to about 25-yard line or so. So there's a timeout to address the injuries. We'll take a timeout, 24-14, 10:49 to go.
carry for Gene Beck. The flag is ineligible. We're second downfield against the Cougars.
We just got I got a message from Coach Gary Waller, a longtime coaching friend of mine over at Lipscomb. He is homesick with COVID watching us. His son is here, and he is assistant to the defensive coordinator, regional manager, I believe. So thank you, Coach Waller. Great friend of mine from over at Lipscomb. Had a lot of great memories on the sideline in basketball. Here, Nashville Christian, 1st and 10th at 21. And we are running right up the middle, and we're hammered there. Deion King running. Again, if you've joined us late, we lead 24-14. Donovan Smith with 2 electrifying punt returns, one of 70 and one of 50. And that's the difference in this contest right now. Ball pushed back to the 20, 10:26 to go. So let's see if the Eagles can churn out some yardage and run out some clock. 2nd and 11 on a muggy night. It's cooled off a little bit. 24-14, clock running down near 10 minutes. And we keep it on the ground again to the right. And we've got good running room. And pushing the ball out past the 30, 35. And again, from our angle, I'm not sure who it was. Chandler Clark will spot for us. And that is Josh Strickland with a great run. With our numbers so small and this low angle we're at, we have a hard time sometimes picking out the numbers. Plus, I'm 64 years old in the eyes, Chandler.
I can't make that excuse, Mike.
That's true.
That's on me.
Since you're young enough to be my grandson. 24-14, that pushes the clock well under 9 now and ticking. So we're churning out the yardage and running out the clock. Ball to Strickland, left side. Not a bad run at all as the left side of that line with Humphrey and Richmond Flowers. We haven't shouted out here on number 5, senior Hunt McClary, with a nice job blocking over there. He picks up 5. Hunt comes out of the contest. 2nd down and 5, 24-14, 9:07 to go. A lot of men in the backfield. Strickland back there, man in motion this way. Tyler's going to keep it up the middle. Good running room, 45, 50, breaks a tackle. He's got blockers, 40, 35, another block, 30, 25. Takes it down to the 15-yard line. 1st down, Eagles. Boy, he used his blockers well there, Chandler. And juking and jiving and just waited on his blockers. Very smart running by Tyler Morris.
Absolutely, and I like the misdirection. We had Jalen Marsh in motion, which we've given to him a couple times. Strickland in the backfield, who's been helping us this drive, but Tyler decides to keep it. Love the play design, great blocking downfield. That was quite a gain, about 30, 40 yards run there for Tyler, so great job for him.
And we've ticked it down to 8-14 and running with a 10-point lead deep in Cougar territory. We've done it on the ground. Tyler gives to the last back. That's number 4, Deion King. Not much, but we're now eating that clock up. It's now under 8 minutes. Leading Goodpasture 24-14 before an overflow capacity crowd from Donnie Keaton Field in beautiful Bellevue, Tennessee. The ball is right on the 15-yard line. Macy Crampton, female soccer player playing for our football team, has nailed home 2 field goals tonight. No, she's hit 1 tonight and 1 last week. She's 2 for 2 on the year. 20-yarder last week, 30-yarder this week. Tyler Morris brings his troops to the line. Deion King back there again, lone running back. He'll get it left side, cuts against the grain up the middle. Nice run, pushes the ball down inside the 15-yard line. Will be short about 3 yards, it looks like from this angle. Clock now, Chandler, really a factor. It will tick inside 7 as we huddle. Ball located just outside the 10. We'll put it on the 11. 3rd down and about 5. Ball at the 11. Nashville Christian taking their time in the huddle. They'll walk to the line. 6:45 as that clock continues to walk also. To Goodpasture, it looks like it's running real fast. I formation. Deion King in the back of it. Now we shift to the left and we get a penalty. And it will be illegal procedure. Coach Brothers is wondering, what did we do wrong? That will stop the clock. 6:34 to go. We're doing a good job of keeping that thing running. I don't look for us to kick a field goal here, Chandler, because that would make it a 13-point game, and really you need a 10-point lead, and they're going to try to get 2 touchdowns, so you got to really go for it and hope to.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to
Open
have
that
27 to 14, yeah, and then lose by 1. Tyler Morris rolls to the left, pass a little high, and tough luck he had the receiver. That's 4th down. Had Jamal King. 6:02 to go. The clock stopped. So Coach Brothers will make a decision here. I'm sure he's going to go for it.
There goes
No,
Macy.
he's bringing Macy out again. Here she comes. So let's see where they spot it. It looks like it's going to be this time. She's got a chance to break her own record again. The ball is at the 32. Macy Crampton. James Warrenbrew to hold. We lead by 10 over Goodpasture. The snap, the ball down, that kick is going to be blocked. It was way too high. Way too high. She didn't have a chance to get that one off. Fortunately, she's okay. The high snap kept her from getting it, and they were coming. She just it threw off her timing also. So she's 2 for 2 because she didn't have a prayer on that one.
Yeah, she had about 4 or 5 Cougars in her face on that one.
Goodpasture, I think, made a mistake. They went over there and touched the ball, fell on it at the 2, should have let it go,
Yep.
and would have had it back at the 20.
Yes, mental error there. And now they've got 98 yards to march.
That's always a confusing rule, and I know the kids, I mean, even pros have gotten messed up on that and cost games before, back years ago. But we've got them back well inside their territory at the 3-yard line. So they're still down 10, 5:55 to go. It's been an exciting contest. And Nashville Christian trying to keep Goodpasture bottled up and keep this a 24-14 game. Goodpasture to the line with 5:55 left in the contest. Nashville Christian looking to go 2-0. $5:55 left. Long delay here as the officials sort things out. Goodpasture. The backs are in the end zone. They got a long way to go and not much time to do it in. Ball given to the back, and he's going to, it's kind of a surprising call, because we kind of hope they run the ball. He's going to push it past the 5, and that clock's going to keep pushing low also. 5:40 and running. Chandler, the clock is a major factor for the Cougars right now.
Maybe the mindset was try to gain a couple of yards, give their quarterback Brooks a little breathing room there so he's not in his own end zone in the shotgun.
He got 3 yards, 2nd and 7. Back to pass, throwing the ball deep down the middle. He had a man intercepted, juggling the ball. Jalen Marsh, he's got it. Back to the 40. Stutter steps, gets away, and then wrapped up, and possibly wrapped up this game. Jalen Marsh with the pick, and we have it in business at the 37-yard line. Chandler, he caught that like he was the receiver.
Over the shoulder throw just to the wrong guy.
Right.
But great coverage there by the Eagles. I believe there was another defender there, Marsh at safety, and the cornerback was staying with the receiver as well. So there was no chance that was getting to a Cougar. Great job there from Jalen Marsh.
Jalen Marsh, ball on the 40, 1st and 10, so we just need a few snaps, and hopefully this game will be ours. Barring a turnover, we should have it, but stranger things have happened in athletics. 5:08 to go. Goodpasture up there, masked rush. We shift to the left. Under center. King real deep. He'll get it. Running to the left. 45-40, 35-30. Outside. 25-20. Down the sideline, he may have stepped out. 15. No,
yep.
Did he not? Yes, he did. He did not. He did not score, and that's the second time we've stepped on that line when we made a great run, but it was a great run, and we're going to get the ball down to the 13-yard line where it is another first down. The clock has stopped. That's probably irrelevant at this point. It's down to 4:56, and we are really pushing here, and this will end it if we push it in here. We have a 10-point lead, and this will make it a 3-score game if we can take it in.
They played the touchdown train whistle, which got all the fans in the up out of their seats. So Dion thought he was in there too, but still a great run, still a great first down.
4:56 left. We will take off next week, and then we'll be going to BGA. We don't bring you the broadcast of our away games, and we also can't do playoff games without paying, $100,000, seems like. The penalty is going to push the ball even deeper, but we will be on with the 5 games this year, and then hopefully bring you several home basketball games. Tyler Morris will have the King brothers in the backfield. Jamal King is the fullback, his brother behind him at the tailback, and another whistle. This game is at 2 hours and 23 minutes. A lot of stoppage and conversation with the officials. And finally,
Looks like it's going to be first and goal for the Eagles.
24-14, first down and goal. Down around the 6-yard line. We shift to the right. Tyler Morse under center, takes the ball. It will go to Jamal King. Excuse me, that's Dion King. And that is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, he's into the end zone for the clincher. Touchdown, Nashville Christian. That should clinch it. Nice run, 24-14. Dion King taking it from his tailback spot. And we lead 30-14, and Macy Crampton in for another conversion attempt. We need another player in. We're short of one. We finally hustle in.
Number 51.
Number
is coming
51.
in. Let's give him credit. Trey Bartlett.
Trey Bartlett. Trey got in there. He's at the left tackle spot.
Freshman.
Crampton. Did she nail it? She puts it up. That kick, ladies and gentlemen, splits them. It's good. Nashville Christian pushes out to 31-14. 4:51 to go, and we have locked her up. So Goodpasture will try for one last drive, and a great drive there. A lot of great plays after the interception by Jalen Marsh. So we'll be on with the broadcast. Well, let's see, when will we be back, Chandler? Take a look.
Like September 17th, we will be hosting Clarksville Academy. So that will be the next time you get to hear from us in the booth.
We enjoy hearing or seeing your messages coming in. And we're up how many views now?
We got about 132 people watching, and we're appreciative of all of you, whether you're rooting for the Cougars or the Eagles.
We're glad to have our guests from Goodpasture tuning in. I know it has not been as entertaining for you as it has been for the Eagle fans. Goodpasture, just a great school, great athletics there. And looking forward to also basketball games with them. Coach Adam's son, the boys' coach, good friend of mine that always has a great team every single year. 31-14. Wyatt Martin does a practice kick because the whistle sounded prior to the approach.
It hit at the 10, so 50-yard kick.
White has just really come on these last two. And here's the good thing, too. We've scored so many points, he's gotten a lot of practice.
Exactly.
So
we had 45 in week 1, and if we don't score again, 31 in week 2.
Yeah, and that's a lot of kickoffs in 2 nights. So he's got, for some teams, he's mid-season experience. So they'll bring it back to the 40. We've got our guys in there, master rush. Goodpasture needing a quick score and a couple of onside kick miracle plays. Here comes Wyatt Martin. And be a little bit shorter, caught by the up back at the 15 to the 20, 25-30. Dancing and will be brought down on an initial hit. Looked like number 45 hitting him was Jaden Potts, I believe, early. Are we going to get an extracurricular contact penalty?
I believe we had somebody coming in a little late.
So that'll push the ball out to about the 45-yard line probably. So not a smart play by the Eagles there. 31-14, 4:42 to go in the contest. They're going to bring the ball out to the 48-yard line for Goodpasture. They will put it in play there as they huddle with Coach Kuykendall over on the sideline. So our crowd, even though we've probably got this one in the bag, always coming to life. Our cheering section down below, urging the defense on. .48-yard line. Goodpasture. We set down a 4-man front. Brooks has got to go there, but they're not going to. Guess they're going to work on their running game a little bit. Not much there for Wellman. Hit first again by Kevin Bradley. 4.5 minutes to go in the contest. We'll be taking off next week and then traveling to BGA after this game. 2 weeks from tonight. Be our first home game, and we will not be on the air there, and BGA will be live streaming if you can't make it. 49-yard line. Goodpasture staying on the ground again. And once again, Wellman doesn't get much as that front wall hit first again by Kevin Bradley. Snuffs it out. Clock now under 4, ticking toward a 2-0 record for Nashville Christian. Good effort tonight. They had a good effort last week. And another official timeout to take the game total time to 2.5 hours. 3:45 on the clock. And so we got a 3rd and 6. 3:43 to go. Goodpasture back to pass across the middle, complete. Nice reception there by number 17, Sam McClendon. He's caught a few tonight. Logan Page on the hit, along with his brother Luke, takes the ball down to the 34-yard line. So Goodpasture trying to get it in quickly here, and then an onside kick. But it's still 31-14 and a long way to go for them. Brooks sets his team down. They're going to run it again, surprisingly. Not quite understanding that strategy down to the 30, but I think Goodpasture at this point is more worried about practicing, getting ready for next week rather than trying to pull out a nearly impossible win. Clock already down now, under 3 and ticking toward a second victory for Nashville Christian. The ball at the 31-yard line. Ball again up the middle, nothing there. Nothing at all. Hitting him first, I believe, who was that? I believe it was Aiden Humes, I believe. 2:30 and counting.
We 52, Alex Humphrey.
Is it Humphrey? I'm sorry. Okay, we've got 3rd and 6. And now they're to throw. Dump it out here to Wellman again. He breaks one tackle, and I think he lunges forward for a first down inside the 25. 2:07 to go. Strickland with the stop. But the clock is still going to wind after the placement of the ball for the first, which is at the 23. Nashville Christian would like to bow up here and not let them in. I know Coach Brothers knows the game's won, but he don't want to give up another point. 31-14. We're under 2 minutes to go. Brooks may have changed the play. He's got one back behind him, and it's going to go to him to the left side. That's Elkins. Elkins is going to get good yardage running off to the left end there. But that clock is getting deeper and deeper as it now ticks under a minute and a half. Nashville Christian will have its second home win to go to 2-0 here. Goodpasture, after an exciting win down in Jackson last week, 29-28, will drop to 1-1. This is a non-conference game. Out is Aiden Humes. Clock will be under a minute after this play, 31-14. Quarterback rolling to the right, looking to throw. Down near the goal line. Oh, incomplete. McClendon had it for a second. Luke Page with the deflection there, helping with the defensive play. 59 seconds left. Third down and 3, 59 seconds left. Goodpasture, quarterback keeper, nothing there. 55 seconds left. Clock is going to keep running here. Chandler, we're down to 35 seconds here. 4th down and 3. Clock down to 30 seconds left. And it's going to be a great second game win for Nashville Christian. Last gasp chance. They're going to try to run the ball. Quarterback takes to the left side. He's going to take it into that corner of the end zone for a touchdown. Nice sweep and run from 18 yards. And nice play by Goodpasture, prolonging this contest. 14 seconds left. So hopefully, I guess we'll have a kickoff in one play. So Goodpasture cuts it to 11.
I think Goodpasture could have been in this game a little more without all of the penalties that just continually was omitting great plays that they had, or was putting them yards and yards back from where they started.
It's how big the field goals by Macy were, because this would be a different game. They'd be in position for a onside kick and to take the lead, and the ball is hammered home. Nice kick by Lowe that cuts it to 10, 14 seconds. And so Nashville Christian with a nice contest here, gets a nice reception. Again, an excellent crowd. Exciting game. Crowd. Excellent attendance by both schools. And Nashville Christian will receive this kickoff. Let's see if Goodpasture elects to work on their onside kick game.
Student section having a ball down here for the Eagles, celebrating. Not as lively in the Goodpasture student section.
31-21, 14 seconds to go. So I believe they are going to go for an onside kick and work on it here. Lowe has brought it over to the near hash mark.
Hands team looks like it's Strickland, Carden, Luke Page, Jalen Marsh, Jamal King over there on that top of your screen.
We've got 9 guys within 5 yards of each other. Here's the kick. He's going to kick it away, surprisingly. Are we going to return it? Is that Page? Smart job, fair catch. That way, no injury, and we can get out here, take a knee, and go home. Stop by Sonic.
Your second stop, Mike.
That would be my second stop today for a raspberry, strawberry, cranberry sweet tea. Appreciate again all our viewers, and I know a lot of you are listening to the game on Saturday and Sunday. Some will be listening to it and watching it tonight after the contest. So, you know, we don't give you a professional broadcast, but we do what we can. I want to thank Andrew Atkins again, our producer, Skylar Drury, with our kind of our wingman and our film guy tonight. And his name was what? Andrew, what was his name? Nathan Harris. There you go. And that's the contest. Nashville Christian with a standing ovation from the fans as the teams go to midfield to shake hands. 31-21 Chandler. Nice contest.
Another great win for the Eagles. Got to give a shout out to Donovan Smith and his 2 punt returns for touchdowns. Without those, would have been a different game for sure. Great plays from the offense. Jaden Satterfield with a touchdown catch. Deion King with a touchdown run. So a lot of contributions from different Eagles, but got to give a player of the game shout out to Donovan Smith.
That's right. He'll probably be featured by Mr. Andrew Atkins for the play of the week, I'm sure. Mr. Atkins, you might want to show both of them. Those were 2 great returns. So we're going to sign off. This is Mike McPherson with Chandler Clark, producer Andrew Atkins, saying thank you for your time at this time. Until next time on this, the Eagle Football Network.